Hello, I'm Audrey Luce, a producer and artist for Primary Studios. ZAVR is a virtual reality educational experience made in Unity about the life cycle of zombifying spores affecting carpenter ants. If you're interested in watching just the gameplay or playing yourself, click the links in the description. Following our sponsor's proposal and requirements, we adjusted them and put logistics behind everything to really gamify and try to create an interesting learning experience. For the art assets, our artists were tasked with creating medium to high-level models. We wanted to go with a stylized, realistic theme, the environment matching as close to their real-world counterparts while still providing an air of fantasy and fun. A focus on designing the models was variety and reusability while using a limited list of assets. The grass needed to blend when grouped together, the rocks required a small, medium, and large version that could be moved and turned to show variation and create the illusion of a different rock when it was actually the same asset. We used references for the foliage as well as the ant nest assets such as the eggs, larvae, and pupa to try and keep everything recognizable. The ant was also very important to get right, and we used images for the model and videos for the animations. This quality of realism yet visibility was important to us since it is supposed to be teaching the player. The audio is also notable because it's all original pieces that were to give off different moods in each area. The audio is also being used as the background noise right now. As for mechanics in the game, we gamified the spore, finding the ant host, the major ants guarding and sniffing ants to be let in the nest, and climbing the foliage to the ant's last resting spot. Each of these elements we tried to make very interactive to hold attention, gain interest, while also listening to facts about the minigame and what is representing in real life. The experience being in VR, we decided to utilize the movement only VR games can provide for the minigames. The spore minigame having the player swat downwards, the sniffing minigame having tracking left and right hands, and the climbing being actual climbing motions. We also wanted an illusion of impact or choice with all the decisions in the experience leading to a different outcome, also to show that the cycle of these spores are very specific. While we feel as though a lot of our work was poured into the current prototype, we have a list of items we didn't get to or didn't get to implement. Some being the inclusion of UI telling the time of day and an energy bar, and while we have an energy system set up, connecting the decreasing of energy to our decision system. We also only set just the first 2 levels of the experience to show our intentions for the game's feel and aesthetics. We want that level of detail and more throughout the entire experience. We are proud to have the majority of our learning aspects in the game as well, only missing some audio re-recorded for wrong or game-ending decisions or actions. Zombie Ants VR is playable and can be found at spancargo.itch.io/zombie-ants-VR. Download to play, and you'll find more about carpenter ants and the zombifying spore that afflicts them.